see if our Canada made empire, like literally make an empire, and I completely forgot to do this again. Because this is like the only map that I really do have. Because I have a map, but not like this kind of map. I'm just going to focus on here. Let's do... We're going to do red. I got to color this in as possible. Got a little stuff up here, so yeah, I'm going to put that up there. So, they have been preparing this to make a empire. So they prepared their military, a secret navy, to power the United States military. So they had to declare war. They had to declare war on the United States because, well, they just have to. They just have to start up here. Because this is this alternate... It's a scenario. It's not real life. Because if they did, they would fail. They would fail miserably because we have a good military. Yes. So they had to. So they pushed in through here and went up around and got Washington very quickly. Because this attack was in the middle of the night, so they were not prepared. Some secret forces knew this was coming and pushed in a little bit. They just pushed in right through Alaska because they were forces moving in, so they moved in and got the United States very quickly. They got themselves Alaska. All the oil up there. So they got a large supply of oil. They got all the New England. So they moved their capital to Washington. And this is I'm making this a whole new thing because I don't know if this is real. A constitutional emperor or empress. I'm going to do emperor because there's no, I don't know. Emperor. So they have a prime minister. They puppeted all the Washington area. Yeah, with this barbecue sauce color. They got all the California area and the Washington area. Put a little bit of down. They And got a little bit more territory in the United States of America. And they decided to join the, I'm gonna make this the Canadian ally, I can't really say that, Anti powers, the Allied powers in World War One, because I can't really say it correctly. So they joined them. Greenland was their target next. And Iceland joined them. So they got all of their transport troops over here and start causing up a ruckus. Start just taking down all the Canadian political men and officials. Just moved to Iceland, but they were quickly overrun and they just got them completely gone. So they just completely, this time they split Greenland. They split it to make this as part of the Canadian Empire. And Iceland joined. And puppeted the rest. They need to start again. These territories, the Pacific, the territory over there, this is the brown blue color, but I don't care. Sure. The United States helped a little bit. The United States helped. Got that. And they moved. They were over here celebrating, and they got the order to move over here, all the way up there, and got out the islands. They created the Canadian Caribbean. Canadian Caribbean. Created the Canadian Caribbean. So they got that. Mexico declared war on the United States because they want their Ausland stuff. They want their Ausland, like, they had territory in the United States before the American-Mexican War in, like, the early 1800s. I think. Like, early 1800s. That's what I'll do. And they had to respond. So they just got in. Canada was, they were like healing their troops, counter their wounded. They can't do any expansion, so they really much left them to do it. And they just annexed, and they got into the territory and took that. And the United States puppeted Mexico. And I'm going to use a green for puppets. They want some colonies in Africa. So they just started sending their colonial forces right up here. They made a little bit of Spain want to make alliance to Canada or the Canadian Empire and United Kingdom as well. And Ireland. And here we go. Here's the Canadian Empire.